Welcome back to Gentle English. My name is San, and I am very happy to have you here today. Today, we are going to talk about a very big problem. So many people experience this difficulty. They understand English when they listen, but when they try to speak, they freeze. They have to translate every word from their native language to English inside their head. Does this happen to you? If yes, do not worry. This is completely normal. In this episode, I am going to give you 2 fresh and practical tips to stop translating in your head, and then we will practice with a simple story. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's look at tip number 1. Stop learning lonely words. Start learning full sentences. When you study isolated words like apple or beautiful or yesterday, your brain creates a mental dictionary. When you want to speak, your brain has to look up each word, put them together using difficult grammar rules, and then say it. This process is too slow. It makes you translate. Instead, I want you to learn full chunks of language. For example, do not just learn the word decide. Learn the full phrase. I made a decision. When you learn the full phrase, the grammar is already finished. The vocabulary is already inside a context. Your brain doesn't need to build the sentence from scratch. It just releases the phrase naturally. Now, let's look at tip number 2, the 5-minute internal narrator. You do not need a partner to practice English. You have a partner inside your head, your own thoughts. For 5 minutes every day, I want you to describe your actions in English while you are doing them. For example, when you are in the kitchen, say to yourself, "Now I am making coffee. The water is hot. I am pouring the milk." By doing this, you are connecting the English language directly to your actions without passing through your native language. This builds a direct highway in your brain between reality and English words. Now, let us practice what we learned. I'm going to tell you a short story about a man named David. While you listen, do not try to translate every word. Just listen to the rhythm and try to notice the full sentences. David was a businessman. He lived in a big, noisy city. Every morning, he woke up at 7 o'clock, drank a hot cup of tea, and walked to his office. David loved his job, but he did not love the city. He felt stressed. He felt tired. One Saturday morning, David made a decision. He made a decision. He packed a small bag, got into his car, and drove away from the noisy city. He drove for 2 hours until he reached the mountains. He parked his car next to a beautiful forest. The air was cool. The trees were tall and green. David stepped out of his car and took a deep breath. He took a deep breath. He walked along a small path. He heard the sound of a river. He followed the sound and found a clear, moving stream of water. He sat down on a smooth stone. For the first time in many months, David did not think about his job. He did not look at his phone. He just listened to the water. He watched the birds fly between the trees. He stayed there until the sun went down. When he returned to his car, he felt different. He felt calm. He realized that sometimes to find yourself, you have to leave the noise behind. Now, let's practice speaking. I am going to read 3 important sentences from David's story. I will say the sentence first, then I will leave a pause. I want you to repeat after me out loud. Try to copy my pronunciation and my rhythm. Let's practice. One Saturday morning, David made a decision.
Now you repeat.
He drove away from the noisy city.
Now you repeat.
Sometimes you have to leave the noise behind.
Now you repeat.
Excellent job. Remember, repetition is the key. Listen to this episode again tomorrow and your brain will remember these sentence patterns automatically. Before we finish, I have a small homework task for you. I want you to answer one question in the comment section below. Today's question is, what is one action you are doing right now? Write it in a full English sentence. For example, right now, I am listening to Tom's podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another English learner.